fighter, Joe Demaro, making his return here to Demand Lucha. Last time he was in a scramble match, which Jody Threat was involved in. Turns out there's a sordid history and a big grudge between these two. They're going to try and work it out here tonight. But speaking of trying to work out grudges, I'm going to head to the back, see what's going on with Bia Moss and Doc Zock. We're going to have a special guest commentator, but I'll be back later on. Bia's got some comments. Let's go check those out.
Bia, I just heard that you got fired. What's going on?
You're asking me. I have no idea. Every time I've come here, I've put it all on the line, and I somehow get screwed. And this time was no different. He says I'm done for good. I'm never coming back. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Action set to get underway. The official here, Brad Myers. And it's going to be the wild child, Jody Threat, one of the most popular stars. And this has been a bit of a nagging personal problem for Jody Threat, not just in Demand Lucha, but across Canada and across the United States. And once again, finding themselves in a rematch here, one-on-one. Chris Crucifix, I'm joined at this time. Incredible victory here tonight for you, sir. Mr. Grimm, welcome to the broadcast booth.
Appreciate it, even though I lost. Was that sarcasm, sir?
No, absolutely not. I think it turned a lot of heads, and I know Hutch Henry's board of directors member is back there right now inking some contracts. I'm sure we'll see you again in the coming months, but right now, it's the return of the driver, and he's in control.
Like, I've heard a lot of great things about Jody Threat. Not too familiar with her opponent, but you know, I'm really looking forward to this match. I don't typically do commentary, but I'm glad that y'all invited me for commentary because, you know, stepping into a new realm.
And a little do-si-do action here, Jody Threat. Trying to get one up on the driver. Waist lock go behind. Trying to take Jody Threat off her feet.
And, like, just look at the strength of her to stop him, you know, from picking her up. Like, look at that.
One thing about it here, Mr. Grimm, with your unfamiliarity of both these opponents, I'm sure you're out here scouting, watching every move, every moment. You never know who you're going to step in the ring with next year at Demand Lucha.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, any and everybody is a target, and no one on this roster is safe.
I can tell you right now, Jody Threat never one to back down from a challenge. I'm sure she'll welcome it. Wild Child, having things going her way now.
Like, that is, like, the strength. Like, look at the headlock. Like, that just goes to show, like, how strong that Jody is. Textbook.
And Jody knows that the driver is a very cunning opponent, trying to keep him grounded in this contest early on. Pulling on that hair now, the Wild Child. It's going to make her mad now, Mr. Grimm.
Yeah, he pulled her hair. Like, you usually hear wrestlers say that, but she actually means it.
Boot to the face.
Good
Wild
shoulder
Child.
tackle.
Ran right through her. Viewers at home, Mr. Grimm, they want to know, is this your first time at Toronto?
Toronto, yes. Canada, no. Like, I mean, Toronto is a beautiful city, and I'm glad to be here. Look at the head scissors. Nice.
Flying head scissors. Taking the driver, Joe Demaro, over. He's in a bad way right here. Double knees coming on. Oh! Ooh. And almost went flying right out of the ring. Right back on that bright hair of the Wild Child. nothing for the driver here, apparently.
Not at all. I mean, I got to give it up to Jody. Like, very impressive, very impressive.
Mr. Grimm, was that two-bird salute to you there from the driver?
Oh, not at all, because he doesn't want these problems.
Sending a message here to everybody in Toronto, backbreaker.
Now, one thing, if he wants to ground Jody, like the perfect way to do it is on her back.
Everybody here in Canada been very proud of Jody Threat, making some tremendous inroads and waves in TNA wrestling, both in singles and in tag team action. With the driver back again on that hair, smothering the Wild Child now.
I don't think he should be cocky right here. He needs to stay on Jody.
Driver always cocky, and fans letting them know how they feel about the driver. Getting Jody Threat back to her feet, though. That might be a mistake right there.
Just from what I've seen in, the short time that this match has been going on, like Jody has a gear switch. And one thing that the driver does not want to do is give Jody time for that gear switch.
Center hard for the ride. Jody Threat looking worse for wear here.
But as you can see, look, the back. Like I said, the driver, if he wants to stop Jody, like the back is the key.
Focus that attack. Beautiful bulldog. Excellent execution there from the driver. Hook the leg. 2 count only, though, says Brad Myers.
And even with the kick out, look at Jody holding her back. Like, that does a number. Like, people don't understand, just by kicking out of a pin, like the effect that it has on your back.
Jody Threat, hometown favorite. Crowd coming alive here at Parkdale Hall for the Wild Child. Trying to break that hold, but he's got a hold.
He's pulling the hair again.
Absolutely.
Suplex. Look, once again to the back.
Demaro continues to unload, focusing that attack.
Like the driver has found his target. See, this is not what you do right here. You have Jody down. Stay on top of Jody.
Taking time to showboat. You don't want to give Jody Threat that opening or a chance to get a breather there.
Not at all. Look at that.
Big time mistake for the driver. Almost being driven right through those ropes from Jody Threat, who's only getting fired up now. Headbutt.
See, this is the gear shift that I was talking about, that you do not want to give. Oh, wow.
Jody Threat, a former openweight champion herself, would love to regain some gold here at Demand Lucha. Might cement that on her road if she could get a victory over the driver here. Driver's on top of it right now, scooping her up.
Another move to the back.
Whipping Jody Threat out to the floor.
That is not what you want to do for Jody. Like, you're literally throwing Jody out the ring, giving her time to recover.
A bit of the ruthlessness. Very little padding here at the floors of the Parkdale Hall. Jody Threat went out hard, but the driver apparently means business now. The gloves are coming off.
I mean, if the driver means business, he needs to stay on Jody. Do not give Jody a chance, for the crowd to, get behind her. Because once that happens, like, the gear switch is going to happen.
You can see some more showboating again with some of the fans here in the front row in the plancha zone here at Demand Lucha, trying to clear a path for the driver. And if the driver connects with this,
he's wasting too much time. Like, this is what we've been talking about right here. See?
Paid the price. Mr. Grimm picking up some valuable information here, watching on with close eyes, close intent here between Jody Threat and the driver.
Yep, I mean, I've already picked up on, certain, bad habits of the driver. So, like, I'm watching. I don't know, if I get invited back, who I'm going to be against. But everybody on this roster is a target.
And the
I
driver's
will be paying attention.
The driver's the kind of guy that might turn up anywhere and find you yourself, Mr. Grimm.
He doesn't want to do that.
Jody,
if he finds me, he might not return to Canada.
Jody Threat, reverse.
Good kick, good kick.
Up on the apron.
All right, here's the gear switch. Good cannonball. Like, just listen how the crowd just gets behind Jody.
The crowd love here. Love Jody Threat, one of the most popular in Demand Lucha.
I can see why.
Dragging the driver almost face first back in the ring after that cactus weed tumble rope. And Jody Threat back in the ring now. Looking to capitalize. Driver seems like he's out of it. Kick to the midsection.
Is this the knees? There it is.
The driver.
In the German? Wow.
Sent over for the ride.
That was amazing. Like,
Jody Threat fired up. Sensing victory, might be moments away from it right here. Would like to put the driver, Joe Demaro, in the back seat, in the rear window, if you say, Mr. Grimm.
yeah. But the question is, how much, will her back have a play on this match? Like, look, she just lifted him up and gave out.
Couldn't hold him. And you can see the look on Jody Threat's face. She's in some serious pain, some serious trouble. But she's not a quitter. Driver. Reverse from Jody Threat again. Tries for it. Plants the driver. Head first. Hook the leg. Near fall only.
Nice. And that was a smart move by him. Like, rolling out of the ring. Like, do not give Jody a chance to, get something else so she could possibly get the victory. Like, just listen to the crowd, how they're behind Jody. Like, you gotta respect that.
The driver in no hurry to get back in that ring. Going to utilize the full extent of that count. Almost begging for mercy here. I wouldn't trust that for a moment.
Not at all. Jody's giving him too much time to get himself together. Come on, don't fall for that.
The driver looking to put things behind him here. Should she do it?
Yes. No mercy.
Driver, too quick here. Spine buster. Stepping over now. Very rarely would you ever see Jody Threat submit.
But once again, he's torquing her back.
How much more can she hold on? She needs to desperately reach onto that rope. There's no other way to break that hold.
She's almost there.
The
He's
driver
gonna utilize every second of that.
didn't want to break it. At your vantage point right now, Mr. Grimm, who's going to come out on top? What do you see? Who's the odds-on favorite here?
I would say the favorite is Jody. But, like, her back, like, you have to take into consideration. Like, she tried to lift him up and it stopped her.
Sustained a lot of damage, goes for it again. Sunset. 2. Whoa, near fall right there. Small package.
Man.
He's got it deep too. Wow.
And you don't understand how much that. Oh, good. Good spear.
This might be it right here for the Wild Child. Piss the driver up one more time.
Nice.
F5 from Jody Threat. Will it be enough? And it is. Well, Mr. Grimm, it's been a night of great ovations. You got one yourself earlier tonight. But what a hell of an ovation here for Jody Threat. She just scored a big-time victory, looking to put the driver and her rivalry with him all behind her now.